What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bradley's Garage. Today we just picked up a new project for us, so of course once you guys see it you'll be like, oh, of course, another one of those. So the big reveal, guys. 2014 VW Passat TDI. Well, I mean, we already have 3 of them, so let's add another one to the stable, right? 109,000 miles. It's pretty clean. We got it, we picked it up, and the current owner, was driving down the road and the engine just stopped. It just basically stopped. So he towed it to a dealership. The dealer says, you need a new engine, $8,000, engine's seized. So we're like, okay, maybe it's a project we want to take on. So we picked it up for the low price of $1,000. So we couldn't pass it up. It was too good a deal, and so we're gonna get it back home, and we're going to pop off the under tray, get it up in the air, and see, like, does the engine spin? Is it really frozen? Because basically right now it has a no crank, no start condition. So basically we plug our VATCOM in and it just says starter malfunction. I don't hear any click, I don't hear anything. So it's like, we gotta at least see, does the engine move? If the engine's locked up, then obviously we got a big project ahead, and that we'll share with all you guys on the channel, and we're gonna do a full engine swap. You know, that involves going to the junkyard, getting a new engine, and doing all that stuff. So let's get it back to the house and see, is the engine frozen? Is maybe the dual mass flywheel has exploded and, you know, blocked everything? Or is it just as simple as a starter? I mean, we're gonna find out. Let's go. All right, guys, so as you can see, we got it off the trailer, we got it up in the air, and now the next step is let's pull off this lower engine, the little belly pan, the plastic tray, and, you know, we're gonna get it. We got it neutral. We're gonna put a socket on that crank, and let's see if the engine spins over. So let's check it out. All right, guys, so we got the pan off. I'm feeling up here. It's like a 12 point. Let's see. I think it's a 19. Yeah, 19. All right. So let's see what we got here. We want this bad boy. Let's see if this engine is frozen. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah. Excuse my language. Oh man, that's awesome. Look at that, guys. Oh, this engine's not frozen. What are they guys saying? We're spinning around freely. Oh yeah. That's good. So, what does that mean? That means, starter? Are you serious? It's that easy? Gotta be. There's nothing else. Tranny moves. We roll it around in neutral. Nothing impeding that. We can spin the wheels. Let's put it in drive. Let's put it in drive and see if things are still rolling forward too. All right, guys. So we put it in drive. Now we don't have no obstructions in the transmission. Both wheels are spinning. So we rolled it around neutral. We put it in drive. So yeah, VATCOM comes up with starter malfunction. Like I said, I don't even hear it click. Like it was trying to engage a stuck motor. It wasn't even doing anything. It was literally nothing, like not even a sound. So yeah, let's, what do we got to do? I got to get the starter off, and Jesus, if it's that easy, man, we just scored a big one, guys. So I just want to show you guys that it does, you know, it wasn't even out of oil or anything. So it's like, I mean, there was some instances where the oil pump failed on this car, but I mean, we're just a half a quart low. So it's not like we ran out of oil or anything. So, man, I don't know. How could a shop say that the engine is stuck when you simply take off the belly pan, put a socket onto the crank and spin it, and it's spinning freely? The engine's not stuck. I mean, somebody who's trying to get $8,000 from this guy. Jesus, so many rotten people out there, man. So anyway, let's see if we can get this starter out and see how it looks. And next up, we're gonna pop off this air box. We're gonna get the battery out. We're gonna get access to the starter. And man, I'm just blown away right now, man. I don't know what to say. Picked this car up for $1,000. It was sitting in his driveway. It was a buddy that works with my brother. He, you know, didn't know what to do with it. He's like, I'm not spending $8,000. The car's only worth $8,000. So you can't spend $8,000 to fix a car that's only worth $8,000. So I'm like, we took a flyer. We drove up there. It was all the way in the desert, like 2-hour drive. And I mean, maybe maybe it's going to work out. So let's get on it. We got our starter here. Looks like it's 1 bolt, maybe 1 bolt from, we'll get down from underneath the front, and 1 bolt here. Not bad. And then we'll have to go underneath to get the other one because it's from the bottom. Okay, I wonder if these are single-use stretch bolts. We'll have to look that up. Actually, it's a 16. Okay, so then we're going to go underneath and grab the bottom one. He did say that he did find some stuff, or said something about the transmission was serviced, so that's good. All right, so we got it loose. I'm going to spin it off. Yeah, just got to get your hand up there. I use a 16 ratcheting wrench because you can't really get a socket. There's not really enough room, but you get a 16 ratcheting wrench up there. Man, why do they make it so long? Okay. All right, got it. All right, so I guess next step is we'll just run it down to O'Reilly's, put it on the bench, and just confirm our suspicions, see if this bad boy is actually dead. All right, guys, so I just want to show you the starter ring flex plate. I put a little white mark on it. We're going to rotate the engine around 360. I just want to verify, is there any damage to any of the teeth? Because the thing that bugs me is that he said the engine just stopped, like he's driving and it just stopped. So it's like, what's going on there? So let's go ahead and rotate the engine around and let's check out those teeth and see if we see any damage. Nothing thus far. Looks very, very normal. Yeah, nothing there. No evidence of any damage. All right, we went around. Okay. All right, so starter ring looks good. Let's go ahead and check. Come over here. Just want to show you guys. I know we did the crank. Obviously, we knew the engine isn't seized. I pulled off the upper timing cover. I just want to make sure that we didn't have any issues with the belt. It's just bugging me how the engine just died. So go ahead and rotate it around. We see that, you know, obviously the belt is still connected, so we can just verify. We'll have to do a quick look here and verify that the timing marks are also accurate, but I don't see any evidence of anything going on. All right, guys, so as you can see, starter failed. We took it to AutoZone just to have a quick test, and then we took it to our guy that actually rebuilds all of our stuff, so all of our alternators and starters. He basically took it apart and said, this thing is not rebuildable. It basically exploded inside. So still not sure exactly what happened there, but as you can see, we don't have any broken teeth. It actually still turns, and you know, the Bendix still kind of pops out. So anyway, he said it's completely destroyed inside, not rebuildable. So that is a paperweight. We got our new Bosch unit, and we're gonna go ahead and get this in, and I mean, let's see if it cranks. I mean, that's the first step. All right, so now we got our new starter. We're gonna get it into position here. Was it this way? I can't remember the orientation. I think it was that way. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and just set that cable there, just because it applies a little bit of pressure. And then I got the new bolts. I don't know, it doesn't really specify if it's single use or not, but what I found with all of these Audi VW aluminum bolts like this, they tend to be like single use. But although the specs don't you know, act like it's a stretch bolt, they just give 80 Newton meters of torque, which is about 59 foot-pounds. So anyway, they're like $1 each, so we're just gonna go ahead and replace them and then re-torque them to the specified value. I'm just getting it all by hand. Makes it easier because you do have a little, you know, it's kind of tight space. So I'll just use a ratcheting wrench to finish it off and then do a little quick final torque. 13 milli. I'm gonna go ahead and torque it down. 20 Newton meters, which is about 14.8 foot-pounds. Had to get a little creative here with an extension with our 16 for the bottom bolt. Let's get that one snugged down first. One more. I'm just going to switch to 16 deep for this side since you have a little bit more access. All right, now we can go ahead and get it plugged back in. Okay, and then you can push your little lock clip forward. And you can slide the little protective boot back over the positive lead. Okay, now we have grounding strap. Goes back to the frame here. That's going to be that 13. So we'll grab that. Okay, I just did about 20 foot-pounds on that one. We got all that starters back in, so now we got to get the battery tray back in and get the whole air box, all that stuff assembled. Okay, guys, so we got everything back together. As you can see under the hood, everything is good to go. So let's just see. Let's just see what happens. We're gonna go ahead and turn the key on, put our foot on the brake, and let's see if it starts. Oh my God. Oh.
No way.
I know, but I don't like the way it sounded.
It didn't look good, I'll tell you. Oh, something popped.
Something's wrong. All right, guys, so I don't know if you heard that on the video. Immediately died, kind of like what the guy was saying. He's driving along, all of a sudden just goes, just engine stops. That's why the shop, who quoted him over $7,000 to fix it, says the engine seized. We put on our jump button here. I just want to eliminate all the electronics of the car, and I just want to show you guys, definitely, I don't know if it's the dual mass flywheel, something is broken inside the transmission. We looked at the starter ring gear, everything looked great. We didn't see anything broken there, but if you listen, take a listen here. It cranks over for a little bit, and then, oh, it hits. We got something. Cranks over, oh, terrible. Yep, something is messed up in the transmission. So, we're gonna have to drop the tranny and we're gonna have to see what's going on in there. I don't know if it's dual mass flywheel, maybe some, pin or something is broken off and then it's hitting the edge of the case as it spins around. But yeah, we're gonna have to drop the tranny and see what's going on. So, darn, couldn't fix it for $250, so we're getting in a little more serious now.